damn good. Hi everyone, welcome back. Today I'm going to show you how to make shepherd's pie because we all need some comfort food right now, don't you think? Shepherd's pie is very straightforward. Some ground meat cooked with vegetables, topped with mashed potatoes, and some good Irish cheddar. You really want to get the Irish cheddar, you know, to make it grand. This is what I used. It's probably backwards. It's alright. Let's take a minute to talk about ingredients. I add a couple of ingredients to the shepherd's pie that maybe aren't like traditional, but they really give the flavor like a little bit of oomph. You know what I'm saying? So I throw in a little bit of tomato paste. Pro tip, because you know I love giving those out. I like this tomato paste that comes in what looks like a toothpaste container, because then you can just squeeze out a little bit. Like the other thing I add for a little bit of acidity is some red wine. This is just regular old red cooking wine from the grocery store. So the ingredients you'll use for the base are celery, carrots, onion, red or white is fine, minced garlic, tomato paste, peas, I'm using frozen here, red wine and beef stock, fresh herbs, butter for your mashed potatoes, we'll talk about potatoes in a sec, as well as half and half or milk, and of course your ground beef. You can also use lamb here if you'd like. I used russet potatoes for this one, peeled and then cut up before boiling to make the mashed potatoes. A potato this size is about enough for 2 people. Now, when I'm making shepherd's pie, I do use a heavy hand on the mashed potatoes because you don't want the juices from the delicious bubbly meat to come up too much through the mashed potatoes, if that makes sense. You want like a nice firm layer of potatoes. So we've already started boiling the potatoes and they're almost ready to drain and mash. In the meantime, we can start cooking the rest of our veggies. Heat some oil over medium heat, add your onion, your carrots, your celery, cook for a few minutes and then add your garlic. Add some salt and pepper and then just let this do its thing while we turn our attention to the mashed potatoes. We've drained our potatoes, heated up our cream and butter, and I have my masher ready to go. Of course, you can use a mixer or a food processor, but I'm just using a good old hand masher today. I'm just gonna get in there and mash, 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 mash away. Final product should be nice, creamy deliciousness. Now we can head back over to our veggies, add in our ground beef, our tomato paste, our herbs, and break up the meat a little bit as you go. Pick up your pan and flip it. Flip it good. It's been cooking for about 5 minutes now, so you can add a little bit of salt and pepper. Then we'll add our red wine and our beef stock and continue cooking until it's almost completely reduced. Add your peas at the end so they don't get mushy. Put all of your delicious mixture into a casserole dish and smooth it out. Now we can start adding our mashed potatoes on top. We'll do the same thing. Grab yourself a spoon, spread them out nice and even. You want a thick layer so that those meat juices don't come up through the potatoes. You know what I'm saying? Now for the pièce de résistance, the cheese. You gotta have a bite of it too, because it's delish. Why not? Spread it all over the top. Then you can pop it into a 375-degree oven for about 30 minutes. After that, you can finish browning the cheese under the broiler for another 3 to 5, and it'll look like this. Yes, it's so good.